Hello, my loves. Hello. This is Kim Whiters again coming at you with Be Youthfully You. And on today's video, I would love to sit down and have a conversation about packing your bags, honey. It is time for us to pack our bags and move from the past to the future. I had the pleasure of having a conversation with someone who I would consider a friend. And the conversation kept taking this turn. I kept noticing that within this conversation, he kept talking about things from the past and what it used to be and what it was. And this is what I'm accustomed to. I'm used to. Here's my thing. After sitting there for about a good 15 or 20 minutes listening to him hash out the way that he feels things should be and the way that things have always been for him, my thought process began as this. How is that working out for you now? Number one. Number two, how is that benefiting you now? Because clearly, if that situation or those circumstances were so good and worked out so well, then you would be in that same situation. Clearly, it's not working because you're not there. My thing that I noticed and the question that I posed to him was this. Why do you dwell on the past so much? That's a question many of us could ask ourselves. Why is it that we dwell on the past? Many times, our past is the past for a reason. I would say, honestly, about 98% of the time, our past is the past for a reason. And whether you came out of your past by choice or by force, the one thing that I do know is this, is that it's history. It's history. You'll never be able to change the fact that it happened. Whatever it was, it happened. But be grateful for your past and look forward to moving into your future. And this is where I begin to talk to him about you need to pack your bags and move from the past to the future. What we tend to do is we sit and, a lot of people say, oh, I've moved on. I packed my bags. If you are still hovering over what life once was, if you are still constantly digesting what it is that things used to be, then what I consider that to be is you've laid out your clothes, right? You've laid out your clothes, what you were going to pack from your past and what you're going to take into your future and where you're planning on going. Now, what you keep doing is not being fully present in the moment because, again, you're stuck in the past. You keep looking at the fact that, oh, well, I don't know if I want to wear those socks with those shoes. The socks go with the shoes just fine. But it's more comfortable for you to keep contemplating and keep hesitating on going ahead and making a decision about the socks. Just make a decision. That's all you got to do is make a decision because it's going to have to be made. Or you're going to get left because, see, the train, the plane, the automobile, however your means are going to be for you to get to your future, aren't going to sit around and wait for you forever. So you can sit around and contemplate on the bathing suit. You can contemplate on which shirt. Do I want to take this bracelet or this purse? And just keep making decisions, going back and forth to the closet because I really don't want to pack this bag. I really don't want to move. I really want to stay here because it's comfortable. But I know it's not for me anymore. And 9 times out of 10, this situation doesn't even want you anymore. So you're holding on to something that's not even good for you at this point. Be willing to stretch yourself into your future. It is okay for you to take some steps and execute some new moves into going into your next level of greatness. Because see, what your greatness was at that moment, there's still more greatness to come. And when we tend to allow ourselves to get stuck, stagnant, stifled, you are so just inundated with wanting to be here. I want to be here. This is what's comfortable for me. So how are you ever going to execute any change if you can't simply make a choice? I don't want to make a choice. You want it to change in the sense that you don't want someone else to do something different. So you want them to change their mind, or you want this situation not to change because you don't want to change. Life is a continuous cycle of seasons. It always will be. Fall is going to always be followed by winter. Winter will always be followed by spring. As long as you sit somewhere, just because you wearing boots in the summertime, that does not make it winter. It don't even make it cold, not even a good brisk chill in the air. But if you want to wear boots in the summertime, that's your business. You know, can't nobody tell you what to do with your fashion choices. All I'm saying is it still does not mean that it's winter. Being a person that doesn't want to move, being a person that's, for lack of a better term, stuck in what I want. I want things to stay the same. I want them to stay the same. Or I want things to always be the way that they've always been for me. Because regardless to where I am, this is the way it always has been for me. Okay. So we'll take that. But also understand this, that just because that's the way it was somewhere else does not mean that that's going to be the way it was where you are now. And in the end, you actually have to consider the fact of, do I really want it to be the same? Do I want it to be the same? Because I might not like this over here. But see, you can't change the rules in the middle of the game. See, when you say, I want this to be this way and stay this way, okay, well, if you get in this new situation and now that doesn't work, wait a minute, hold on. Here's the disclaimer. You knew coming in that this might not work out for you. You knew that. So knowing that was a possibility, you had the choice of saying, you know what, let me go on and opt into this full-blown change, or let me just stay where I am and deal with whatever comes with that. Like whatever consequences come with that, in the end, I'll just deal with that. So now this is what you have. Be willing to pack your bags, love, and move from your past to your future. The clothes is out of style. Well, then again, you know, there's retro. Who knows? But where it is that you were there for a reason and a season. Where you are going is for your next level of greatness. Do not shortchange yourself because you don't want the uncomfortability or the uncomfortableness of moving into the future. Yes, it's going to be some new challenges, but all I can say is welcome them. Pray and ask for the ability to be able to move through them. Ask for a new skill set. God, how do I need to do this? I don't know, which way I need to go with this. So I need to be able to say, okay, while I can't change the challenge that comes with this change, what I can do is ask for the help that I'm going to need. I can ask for the guidance that I'm going to need. I can ask for the gift of reception that I'm going to need to even be able to say, you know what? Hey, I don't know what the future holds in this situation, but guess what? I'm going in. And I mean, I'm going in full throttle. I'm coming in with both feet planted on the ground. I'm coming in with my head held high, my shoulders back. And in my case, with a hand on my hip saying, let's get it. Because I'm not going to be afraid of it. I'm not going to not go to my next level of greatness because I'm afraid of losing what I had in the past. There is always something better. There's always something more. There are always bigger, and there's always bigger and better. There's always more to it. There is. And we can't spend our lives being afraid of that. It's okay. Because guess what? If you fall forward. As Les Brown would say, and you can land on your hands possibly, and then you can push yourself back up and get back up. So we're not going to be limited by the fact that, oh, guess what? I don't know because I'm scared. What you need to be afraid of is being scared of being stuck back there where you are and life just completely passing you by, and you look around one day and you trying to play catch up because everybody else is gone on. Pack your bags, baby. Move from the past to the future. The end, point blank, bottom line, period. This is Kim Whiters with Beautifully You, and I just want to tell you all to stay safe, sane, and sanitized. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.